Number 7, Michigan State going on the road at number 4, Ohio State. Really the game of the weekend. The spread, though, is a big one. 19 points the Buckeyes are favored with. Can Sparty keep it close, or the Buckeyes roll?
Yeah, when I saw the spread, I was actually kind of surprised. Like, I thought it'd be a double-digit spread. I think Ohio State's the better team. There's no question. Ohio State's one of the best teams in the country.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have the best offensive team in the country. They put up so many yards. They put up so many points. And just look what they did to Purdue. I mean, but when I saw 19, I'm like, I kind of feel like Michigan State's getting disrespected a little. The way they played against Michigan, I'm going Michigan State. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I think they're going to keep it close. I think they'll establish a run with Kenneth Walker. I just can't see them losing this game by 20 points. So I think they might lose it by 7 or 10, but I think Michigan State keeps it somewhat close against the Buckeyes.
Stu, I'm with you. I just said Ohio State has scored a ton of points on bad teams. Oregon and Penn State, the two best defenses they play this year, they've struggled. So, yeah, is Michigan State's defense locked down? No. But to your point, I think offensively they can run the ball and control the pace, and I just don't trust that they can basically play the way they did last week against Purdue because they haven't showed that they can do that on a consistent basis. So, bad news for you, Stu, that we agree. The key here in picking winners is going against my picks, but we are both on Michigan State plus 19. How about this one in the Pac-12, Stu? Number 3 Oregon at number 23 Utah. Very, very tricky game here. The Ducks, despite being third in the country, are given 3 points. They are 3-point underdogs on the road. Can Utah, I mean, do we call it an upset? Like, rankings-wise, it's an upset. Spread-wise, it's not. We will still, though, call it an upset. Can Utah get the upset, or will Oregon keep rolling?
I think Utah can get the upset. I actually have not, of all the teams near the top, obviously, aside from Alabama and Georgia when they play each other, but when you include Oregon and when you include Ohio State and Cincinnati, the team I can see losing the most would be Oregon. Now, Utah is a tough opponent. They're going to Utah. Oregon really hasn't been super, super impressive in a lot of games. Obviously, they had that bad loss to Stanford earlier in the season. They barely beat Washington State the past few weeks. So I actually think Utah not only covers the small 3 points, but I think they win this game. I think Oregon is the team this week that goes down. I'm going to go with Utah to pull off the upset and beat Oregon.
I'm with you, Stu. I'm sorry to say that. We are 2 for 2. I know. I'm sorry. You can, if you want, you can change your pick. But I'm with you. Like, I totally agree. Oregon is the one team, and in the top 6, we'll say, or I guess top 5, that I could absolutely see losing again in the regular season. They have gotten, banged up with some injuries. They haven't exactly played crisp football all the way through. And Utah's playing really good. They have kind of hit their stride this last month or so. Even when Utah is down, a really, really tough place to play. I think Utah does pull off the upset. It's crazy that we're calling it upset even though they're 3-point favorites. So it's like not only they got to win by more than 3, but I'm going the Utes here. Winning by more than 3, putting the Ducks down, and getting the win. So we're both on Utah -3. We're both on Michigan State plus 19. How about the game of the week here, Stu? Cowboys at Chiefs. Dallas, one of the best teams in the NFC, they are getting 2.5 points on the road in Arrowhead. Where are you going on this one?
Yeah, the Chiefs obviously have not lived up to their expectations, so far this season. Many people thought they'd be a 15, 14, 13-win team. Obviously, that hasn't been the case, but they just looked so good against my Raiders on Sunday. And I kind of think this is kind of the start of them turning it on, them becoming, again, one of the powerhouses in the AFC, in the NFL. So just, Mahomes, they look like they had their swagger back. That offense looked like they had their swagger back. They got lucky a few times for sure. Mahomes could have had a few interceptions maybe here and there. That throw to Williams was just unbelievable. But I do think, even though as good as the Cowboys have been, I do think this is the start for the Chiefs, and I think they win and they cover. I think they beat the Cowboys by at least a field goal here. I will take the Chiefs.
Respect to you, Stu, for putting your Raiders fandom aside and picking the team, even though in the division that's still a toss-up, picking the better team here. I'm with you. So, again, maybe the kid's death here, and this is guaranteeing the Cowboys' victory. But you're right. I think Sunday was kind of the unlocking of this offense. Patrick Mahomes, for the first time all season, finally understood what defenses were doing and was patient. Dumped it off. Darrell Williams having 9 catches and 100 yards receiving, to me, is the biggest stat that kind of shows that the Chiefs are a different team. Like, they are finally now scheming against what teams have been doing and locking them up for all season long, playing that prevent defense. I think that now carries forward. I like the Cowboys a lot. This is a tough game for them, but I think the Chiefs win, and they win by more than 2.5. They win by at least 3.